In my early 20s, I was a boy, convinced of his own intelligence. And I loved debating others and proving myself right, especially about the Bible and theology, since that was what I studied. And I honestly do not know how or why my friends or family put up with me. And it took a decade or so of being broken and disciplined and ultimately, I hope, humbled before I began to get it. That it is not about what we know, but about who we are becoming. But part of that journey began as I was contemplating wisdom of all things. See, I began finally to realize that the Bible kept claiming over and over and over again, all through it, that it was better to be wise than smart or clever. And in a letter by Jesus' brother James, I kept stumbling over this passage, which I think actually connects to our message today. This is what James writes. He says, "Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you find disorder in every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, or translated gentle, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness." And so if you know stuff, as I thought that I did, but you aren't humble, gentle, and selfless, you are just, to paraphrase James here, a demonic mess sowing chaos. James doesn't pull punches. And the world, frankly, has enough of that in it already. It does not need more arrogance, violence, or selfishness in it. But it desperately needs Jesus. And if, like Jesus, we follow him in being humble and gentle and selfless, then we become wise. And if we are consecrated by God to follow Jesus, then that is the only way to go, because that is Jesus' way. It is who he is. He is the promised king, the humble king, the gentle king, the selfless king. And only he, as he truly is, brings peace. And only by living as he is will we experience peace in our own lives and then be able to extend it to the world.